Hello, friends. With due respect to all the senior teachers of ICR, under whom I have learned the science and art of homeopathy, and to all my dear ICR colleagues who have always supported me and with whom I have shared my journey of homeopathy, I would like to share a case of a Jet child. The objectives of this case is the effect of the world of technology on the tiny tots, the stresses that these little children face due to early parental separation for schooling, the role of the family in child upbringing, understanding the expressions of the child in these situations, learning to convert them to rubrics, use of repertory as a tool to evolve materia medica, exploring and evolving knowledge of materia medica remedies, and learning remedy differentiation. So this case came to me somewhere in August 2018, and the entire history is given by the mother. She said, "My child is 3.5." Prompt came the reply, "I'm 3." She's so assertive, so alert. The family is of Bori Muslim. They're a joint family. There's grandparents, young uncle aunt couple, and these young parents. Father is an architect with his own business. Mother is a beautician who's doing freelancing. So she said, in 6 months, every time she has sweets, she comes down with cold, cough, and fever. And she's very stubborn in those days, very cranky, very irritable. And there's tantrums in eating any which ways. And she wants junk all the time. Also, she gets diarrhea. Every time she has some candy, she'll come up with diarrhea. There's no gripes or no pain or no mucus, no blood, but she'll be very irritated and very cranky. I went into the family environment to understand the family of this child. She's the first grandchild of the family and the only girl child of the family. So all pamper her a lot. All her demands get fulfilled, so she's stubborn. But there's a lot of conflicting views of parenting between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law. The mother has a very independent outlook towards parenting. She feels at 3.5 she should be eating with her own hands. While the grandmother feels, no, 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 I have fed my children till 7 and 8, so you should also feed her. And she'll pamper her with sweets. So if the mother refuses her, she'll go running to her grandmother and complain to her about the mother, knowing that the grandmother will shout at the mother. She's smart. The mother said, all fights at home are only due to her. The mother and child bonding is beautiful one. The mother is only one who spends time with her, plays with her. She plays a very dominant role in her life. She takes her to gym, she takes her to beaches, she takes her for cycling, and all her activities is more to the mother looks after. But mother is irritable, she is career oriented, so she's impatient, and she wants the child to do her work too independently. So the child has become the mama type. So she wants all the time the attention of the mother. She's possessive of her mother. She doesn't like her father sitting next to her mother or the mother carrying some other child on her lap. So as soon as the mother comes back from work, she'll say, you cuddle me, you hug me, you carry me, and she'll cling to the mother. Her relation with her grandfather, her grandmother, uncle, and father is also a special one. The father is busy, he loves the child, but he gets to play with her only in the night. The grandfather is very calm and patient with her, so she's very attached to him. The grandmother, she loves her, but she's impatient. So if the child is alone with her, she'll harass her and she'll not listen to her. The uncle just loves her, but his way of showing his love is by bullying her. He'll pull her hair, he'll pull her cheeks, he'll kiss her, and then she'll get so angry that she will scream at him and she'll beat him. She goes to a nursery school close by, Munchkin's Nursery. It's a school which, caters the richer class. The school is very child friendly. It's a small class of 15 with AC classrooms. Every child gets personal attention. It's informal uniforms, all casual dresses, and IB level. She needs a standard of living. Whenever she's going anywhere, she'll say, I want a bigger car. She can't adjust in small houses. Previously, they had put her into another school which had 40 children and mixed crowd. So some of the children over there were rowdy, and there was no personal attention that the teachers could give. She couldn't adjust there. She would cry and used to be very stubborn. There was a lot of initial separation anxiety when mother used to leave her to school. She thought that the mother was leaving her totally, so she would cry a lot. She settled in 1 month. But in school, she was very well behaved because she knew, yeah, nobody is going to listen to me, nobody is going to feed me. So she was like a tame cat in school. So there's an aspect of tame cat at school, but once she is home, she's a wild cat. She will first come, keep her bag, and then she'll throw a tantrum. She'll say, first you hug me. Then she'll be angry. Why you left me? She'll hit. She'll throw things. And then she'll go running to beat her uncle. And she'll say, give me something. And that something means sweet, which calms her down. Mother said, sugar rush is a trend now. Cakes, cookies, chocolates add sugar in our body. Sugar gives us instant energy and our sugar levels rise. And if it's not channelized and removed, she will harass you to another level. Sweet calms her and aggravates her. It has both the effects. When she's tired and irritated, you give her sugar and she's okay. But once sugar goes high in her blood, then she's irritated, she'll be hyperactive, she'll start with tantrum, and she'll scream and she'll shout. There's a trend now of mobile addictions. Families are all into their mobile. So what is the effect of this? She's pampered, but all are busy in their mobiles. It's our fault. Where will the child go? She too asks for mobile. She knows to use all the apps. She knows to use YouTube. She knows to use videos. So by disposition, now she's become very stubborn. If she wants something, she will continuously demand for it. Even if you don't give her, she'll go on demanding. She's hyperactive and restless. There's lots of energy, wants to do something constantly. She gets bored easily. She wants change and she'll ask for mobile. Sitting in one place is a task for her. Her attention span is very less. She's distracted very easily. There's no focus. She belongs to the Jet 8 children. I asked, what is Jet 8 children? Everybody is in trend. The way they operate the phone, the way they demand, I want to go to this mall and I want to go to Play Zone and I want this iPhone, and one child wants iPhone with Apple logo. They're so fast. One day I saw her talking something. I said, what is this rubbish she's talking? But she was talking in Chinese, listening to some YouTube video. They're so smart. They're clear in their choice and they're demanding. The other dispositional qualities in her is she's very talkative. She's intelligent. Her grasp is very good. She loves company. She is that mama types. She's morose. She's sulky. She's very mischievous. She loves colors, paintings. She loves cartoon characters and she loves to play. So, and the physical characteristic is she wants only snacks, only junk, chips and wafers and all. Otherwise, eating is the most disliked thing. And has a very limited sleep time. Mother said during pregnancy, I'm from Dubai and I got married early at the age of 22. And in 6 months, I got pregnant. It was an unplanned pregnancy. I was not ready. I did not want it so early. I said, kahan phas gaye hum? How did I get caught? My friends are enjoying going outings, having a gala time, and here I'm stuck. I'm strong-headed and career-oriented. I get irritated if my wishes are not fulfilled. I feel my mother is not around, so my wishes are not getting fulfilled, though my husband is very supportive. So I thought, what are the main features from this case? One is pampered child. All her demands are fulfilled. She is very obstinate. She has a lot of anger issues. She's cranky, irritable. She feels unloved, neglected, forsaken. There's a lot of attention seeking, talkative. She's clingy, wants cuddle, caring, caressed. She's possessive to share mother. She's intelligent. She has a clear choice, fast learner, hyperactive and a restless child. And she's self-centered. It's more about me and my demands. And jet age, very trendy, very clear, very demanding. And there's an aspect of wildcat and tail cat. And this mobile addiction, all are into their own life, glued to their mobiles. Child who is tech savvy, looking for a playmate in a mobile. And there's lots of issues with sugar metabolism. Sweets either aggravates her, ameliorates her, and she has a lot of craving for sweets. So I put down the repertorial totality. Delusions, loved is not by parents. Delusion, he or she is neglected, forsaken feeling. Morose, sulky, children in. Concentration difficult. Restlessness, children in. Clinging to mother. Clinging will take hand or part of mother. Carried desire to be. Caressed desire to be. Holding or being held desire for. Food and drinks, sugar desires. Sugar ameliorates periodically. Sugar aggravates. So on the repertorial sheet, Sacrum album stood the highest rank. I said, okay, what are the other differential remedies? Pulsatilla, sanicula, chocolate, and lycopodium. Yes, Pulsatilla too feels neglected. She feels forsaken. She too wants to be carried and fondled and carried desire slowly, and she's better by consolation. Chocolate, it's like a hedgehog who has just given birth to a baby and suddenly turns her back and walks out. It's early separation. You're totally disconnected from your child. There is a total isolation when the need for the warmth of the breast is still there. So there's forsaken feeling, isolation, estranged from family, dreams of childbirth. You are in your mother's womb and suddenly you're cut, detached. You desire chocolate, and there's animal consciousness. Sanicula. In sanicula, mother's pregnancy, there could be a history of feeling or perceived feel of abandoned or neglected. Or there's a history that the mother had a poor diet. So this particular sanicula child is a weak child. She's got a weak suck. They're called grazers because they want mother's breast day and night. There's a lot of difficulty in weaning. They have a poor diet. They're picky eaters. They're obstinate, irritable, peevish children. They misconstrue actions of others. There's crossness alternating quickly with laughter. Another drug which comes up in DD is Lyco because she is a tame cat in school and a wild cat at home, hard to inferior and kind to superior. They are dictatorial, answers dictatorial. Lyco is very haughty, need for approbation and lack of confidence, but all the sugar issues are not there in Lyco. So I gave her Sacrum officinalis 201 dose. She developed diarrhea in the first week itself after the dose. Later, her stomach settled. She could eat better. Her abnormal craving for sweets also reduced. Her aggressiveness, her tantrums, her hyperactivity, everything reduced. She was calmer. She was more playful at school and home. She settled in 3 months' time in her digestive issues and also her respiratory infections. So what's a Sacrum officinalis? It's a remedy of the plant kingdom. It belongs to the monocotyledon class, families Poaceae or Gramineae, orders Poales. So Poaceae is a monocotyledon flowering plants known as grasses, in which remedies like Sacrum officinalis, bambusa, which is made of bamboo, Triticum vulgaris, made of wheat. Sacrum officinalis is made from fresh juice of sugarcane. Our modern life is both characterized by financial and time pressure. And the busier the parents are trying to pay the extra expenses of raising a family well, the less quality time they have to spend with their children. And often in this quality time is affected by their own exhaustion and irritability and a secret desire to attend to their own needs. The Poel family provides useful solutions to the enslavement and addictions of modern living. What Dr. William Borick has to say. They are fat, bloated, large-limbed children who are cross, peevish, whining, capricious. They want dainty things, tidbits, and refuse substantial food. There was a beautiful proving by Dr. Tyner Smith in 1995. What are the emotional expressions? There's lack of self-love. There's a fear of abandonment by mother from the fear that does not deserve her love. It's especially in babies who did not get breastfeeding, or they did not get enough of physical and emotional connect from the parent to the child, or there was lack of attention, there was a busy parent or an absent parent, or children who get sweets as rewards instead of love. So there's a desperate search for love, attention, and affection. Delusion: his parents don't love him, and he's less loved than his siblings. So, what are the different mechanisms of compensation for this lack of attention, for this lack of affection and love? You'll see these children are jealous. They don't want to share with their siblings. She doesn't want to share her mother with her friends or with even her father sitting next to her mother. There's a lot of need to be cuddled, to be caressed, to be touched, to be held, to be carried, to sleep with the parents. There's a lot of homesickness. Leaving the home and going to school was so difficult for her. This forsaken feeling. A lot of attention seeking behavior like loquacity, playing antics, fits of anger. They'll be disobedient, insolent, beating, striking, kicking, timidity. And there's lots of problems with disturbed sugar metabolism. They'll be having a lot of cravings for sweets and chocolates, irritable in the morning until breakfast, irritability when hungry, better by eating, this slow waking up and revival in the morning. There's compulsive eating, bulimia, this sudden weakness, better by sweets, or this ravenous appetite soon after eating. There's an insatiable appetite, never satisfied. Extreme aggressiveness from sweets, they hit and they kick. They're extremely restless, worse by sweets. There's a lot of difficulty in concentration. So, what I learned from this case is you have to be very unprejudiced in your case receiving. It's very important to know the role and the effect of family and school in the child's upbringing. The effect of these gadgets nowadays in creating such an emotional void in a child's life. These are the changing time. It's a time of technology. There are lifestyle demands. It requires newer adaptability and a need to be open to evolve new remedy pictures. I learned a lot of close coming remedy differentiations, especially chocolate, sanicula, pulsatilla, and many more. And repertory was a tool which helped me to reach the remedy and the differential materia medica. I'm full of gratitude to ICR for training me in homeopathy, life and living. I fall short of words to express the moments of caring and sharing I have cherished with each one of you teachers. My sincere gratitude to Kumar sir, Tiwari sir, CB Jain sir, Bipin sir, and Dr. Dinesh Rao, and all the senior teachers, and my dear, dear fellow colleagues who have always supported me and guided me. I'm blessed to have you all in my life. I thank you. Thank you so much.